Hello beautiful people, welcome once again to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this two-piece. It's in form of a joggers and a tube gown. So I'll be using this metallic applique to design. So first thing first, on how to cut your normal trouser, you have to create a line at the edge points. Then next is to take your crotch. Your crotch is your hip divided by 4, then you add 1 inches. I'm just going to mark like so. Then I'm going to roll this out. So that is the crotch line. So next is to find your hip line. So this is my hip line, 8 inches. You can measure on your client to get your hip line. Then you take your new line, which is 19 inches, and the full length of this palazzo trouser is 37. So I'm just going to mark like so, as you can see me doing in the video. So after marking, I'll take my hip measurement on the waist point. Remember, I'll be adding elastic to the waist side. So that same figure, place it on your hip line and also on the crotch line. You mark like so, then you roll that, as you can see me doing in the video. So next is to divide your lap into 2. The lap here is 25 divided into 2. I'm going to place it on the crotch line like so. Then get the figure, mark it straight up, which is 2.5. Then I'm just going to divide that crotch, that lap line I divide into 2. I'll divide it into 2 so I can get the center point. So the center point is 6 inches. So I'm just going to place it like so and place it down on the new length and on the full length. So I'm just going to use like a dot line to mark that out. So next is for us to get our round knee. My round knee is 20. So I'm just going to divide 20 by 2 by 4. Then I'll place it on the right and place it on the left. So it's just going to be like a straight trouser. It's like a palazzo trouser. So it's just going to be straight. So I'm just going to mark that straight, as you can see me doing in the video. So I'll mark it straight and then cut it. It's a very easy and straightforward tutorial, nothing much here. So I'm just going to create my crotch line like so, connect it to that point, and then I'm just going to cut it out. It's a straightforward tutorial. I think I have a better detailed tutorial on how to cut the palazzo. I'll leave the link also in the description box so you can go and watch that. So after doing that, it's for us to cut the back. So I'm just going to place the front on top of the back, as you can see me doing. So at this crotch extension part, I'll be taking 2.5 inches, as you can see me doing in the video. Then at the hip points, remember, don't add 2 inches to the waist point because it's going to be too big. So at this crotch extension, I'm going to add 2.5, as you can see me doing in the video. I'm not going to mark like so. So at the hip point, at the hip area, I'll add 2 inches. At the waist point, I'm not going to add anything, so it will not be too big. So at this knee point, I'll add 2 inches straight down to the length. So I'm just going to cut this out. So see the way I cut? I'm just going to cut this out like so. So after cutting, I'll take it to the weaving machine and weave all sides. So I'll just weave all through. So after I'm done weaving, this is how it's going to look. So this is the back side. Just take it to the sewing machine and just sew the crotch area together. So I'm going to place the 2 like so and sew the crotch area together like so. I'll stitch it twice so it holds firmly. So next is the front. The front will be having like a pocket. So I'm going to be fixing the pocket at the front part. So if you don't want a pocket, just sew the crotch of the front together, and that's so then join the front and the back of the trouser together. So this will have a pocket. So that's going to take a little more of my time. So I'm just going to place it like so. So the pocket measurement is measuring, this is the pocket, is measuring 14 inches long and 12 inches width. As you can see, 14 inches long, 12 inches width. So to start with the pocket, I have a detailed tutorial, but let me just show you guys how it's done. So at the side, I'm just going to take 2.5 inches width, then the length will be 7 inches, just as you can see me doing in the video. I have a detailed tutorial of this on my YouTube channel, so I'm not going to leave the link below so you go and watch a detailed tutorial on how to fix the pockets. So I'm just going to notch it like so and then fold, then give it a good ironing press so I can have like a gator line that will guide me on how I'll fix the pockets. So I'll leave the link so you go and watch a detailed tutorial on how to fix the pockets. So let's move to the next one. So after fixing the pockets and joining the back and the front together, this is how it's going to look. So next is for us to fix our waistband. So what you need to do is to take your round measurements of the waist, as you can see me doing in the video. For this trouser, the round measurement is 48, so I'm going to cut a band length of 49. I added 1 inches allowance to it, so I'll use it to sew. So the band, for the band, you're going to be using your waist measurement minus 5 inches. That will give you a very fit waist point. So you fold the band like so, and you sew, fold it into 2, which is 5 inches width, 5 inches length, sorry, and 49 inches width. So you do the same thing for your waistband. You fold into 2 like so, then place it in between the. So for the top is very easy. Cut your basic bodies. After cutting your basic bodies, slash it from the straight down to the armhole. That's all. Very easy to do. So I'm just going to fold the front and the back like so. I'll take it to this to the ironing table because I need to cover this top side. So I'll just fold using 1 inches. I'll place my hemming gum underneath, then iron it. This is the upper part and this is the down part. I'm just going to fold like so. Do the same thing. After folding, I'll stitch the side, and I'll be fixing zip at the other side. So I'll take it to the ironing table to do that. So after sewing, this is how it's going to be. You can see it has like a zip. This is the top, it has a zip. This is the zip side. I'm just going to fold like this so I can place the applique on it. So it depends on the design you're working with. So this design, the applique is just going to be at the down part of the top. So I'm just going to scatter it around and then stitch it. So the stitching part, I need to first of all mark all the lines so that when I'm stitching, to be easy. So I'm just going to use my chalk and then mark round like so. Then I'll use my needle and thread and tack it properly, hold it in place. So I'm just going to tack it as you can see me doing in the video. So I'll tack I think for the top I have 7 or 8 pieces. So I'm just going to tack all pieces like so. So I'm just going to tack it. After tacking the top, I'll do the same thing for the trouser also. So the tacking for the trouser part, I'm just going to place it scattered around the lower part of the trouser, and then I'll use a chalk to like mark it round so that when I'm tacking, I'll know where and to tack. So this is just the basic step of this easy and straightforward tutorial. So after doing this, I'll be done. This is the end of this tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next tutorial. So this is how it's going to look. You can see how it's looking on the clients. Looks so beautiful. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.